Hello, this is Chef John from foodwishes.com with a creamy mushroom pasta, yen yen. This is named after a friend of the site, Wendy Cheng, who authors a blog, Xiaxue.blogspot.com. Her blog regularly wins the top Asian blog award year after year. This pasta dish is dedicated to her. It was a special request. She actually won a man's heart making my chocolate lava cake recipe. So even though her real name is Xiaxue, it's pronounced basically just like it's spelled, see? And her English name is Wendy. Her friends call her Yen Yen. According to her, it gives her a warm, tingly feeling. So that's what this dish is named for. All right, so we're going to start with some shiitake mushrooms. That's about 4 ounces of shiitake. You don't want to eat the stems. Okay, the stems are too tough and fibrous, so just trim the stems off and then slice those up. And I also have 3/4 of a pound of just white button mushrooms, also sliced thin. So about a pound of mushrooms all together. So we're going to put those aside. All right, now in a pan, in a little bit of olive oil, I'm going to saute the mushrooms until nicely browned. And this is going to take a while. You're going to give it a little pinch of salt, and on medium heat, you're just going to let them cook and slowly reduce and saute. All right, in the meantime, we'll get the rest of our ingredients together. All right, I want you to pour 2 ounces of sherry wine. I want you to drink it. Then I want you to pour 2 more ounces that we're going to use for the sauce later. All right, that takes the edge off. You got to be very calm when you make this recipe. We're also going to get some fresh herbs. The tarragon is a nice kind of sweet, kind of licoricey flavor. All right, the chive gives it a nice little onion flavor, and the thyme gives it a nice fresh citrusy, kind of lemony aroma. Very subtle. That's why we're not using a ton. So now you see there, the water's kind of leaked out of the mushroom. The salt draws out the water. And then if you're patient, the water will evaporate, and it will start to saute. This takes a while. Be patient. You can't rush these. All right, they're called mushrooms, not rush rooms. So you just got to relax, take your time. You want them nice and brown, just like that. Once they're browned, you're going to throw in your garlic. That's 2 cloves of crushed garlic. You're going to saute that for 1 minute only. You don't want to brown the garlic. You just want to give it a little saute real quick. Then we're going to throw in our sherry wine. We're going to reduce that, and when you see it almost gone, you're going to put in a cup of chicken stock. Now, if you want this vegetarian, go ahead and use vegetable stock or mushroom stock. All right, a little black pepper, another pinch of salt. And we're just going to let that simmer for about 5 minutes on medium. And the stock is going to flavor the mushrooms, and the mushrooms is going to flavor the stock, and it's all going to be so delicious. Then we're going to pour in a cup of cream. This is just regular heavy whipping cream. You're going to bring that to a simmer on medium, and that's going to cook for about 5 minutes. And you'll see it kind of starts off kind of loose, a little bit watery. And then in just a few minutes, it's going to thicken up a little bit. Now, you don't want it too thick because it'll be too sticky on the pasta. So just about 5-6 minutes is fine. In fact, you can reduce it about the same time it takes to cook the pasta, which is usually, 6, 7, 8 minutes. So in boiling salted water, I cooked 8 ounces of fettuccine. And you can use any pasta you want, of course. We're going to drain the pasta. While the pasta is draining, do not rinse it. While the pasta is draining, we're going to add our fresh herbs to the sauce. You're going to stir that in, and then we're going to turn off the heat and dump in a 1/2 cup of real Parmesan cheese. The Reggiano Parmesan, the real stuff from Italy. Don't use the stuff out of the canister. We're going to pour it in, stir it around, and again, the heat is off. The heat is off. You'd never cook cheese at the end of a pasta. All right, I'm going to put my pasta in a large serving bowl. It has not been rinsed. It's been drained, so there's a little fine layer of starch on the pasta. We're going to pour over the mushroom sauce in half the mushrooms. I'm going to save some mushrooms for the top. And we're just going to toss that. And that beautiful, aromatic, mushroomy sauce, creamy sauce is going to stick to the pasta. The pasta, like I said, has a little bit of starch on the outside. It's just going to suck in that sauce. So once that's all tossed and nicely coated, go ahead and garnish the top with the rest of your mushrooms. That way, you have some nice mushrooms on top. They're not all mixed in. That is a magnificent pasta dish. I'm not sure if it's like the one that Yin Yin has in, Singapore, but it's delicious, and I hope she likes it, and I hope you like it, and I hope you give it a try. Anyway, thanks for the request, Wendy, a.k.a. Xiaxue, a.k.a. Yen Yen, which is what, her friends call her. And I hope I didn't butcher your name too badly. Anyway, go to the site, get the ingredients, and as always, enjoy.